All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, folks, before I start this video off, okay, if I hear any Navajo jokes, if I hear any Indian jokes, or I don't care how slick you think you are, or if you think it's cute and you put a LOL, I'm blocking you, okay? I don't want to hear any jokes about Nicco's culture, heritage. I don't want to hear none of that, okay? Don't even play with it. I'm blocking you, okay? As soon as you say something, I'm blocking you, and that's just how it is. Because some of you dudes think y'all slick, man, and I done picked up on it. But I want to talk about the countdown, the UFC, a road to the UFC 228 countdown. The UFC, they did a phenomenal job, okay? They did a magnificent job of really highlighting Valentina and Nicco. And you got a chance to really see, just inside of the camps, of Valentina and Nicco. And I actually got to see, who Nicco really is, in which I was really excited. And I like Nicco's team, especially Coach Sanchez. I like Coach Sanchez the best because I think she really is a good coach. I even started doing looking at some of her history on Coach Von Sanchez, and, she really knows her stuff, Part of me just think that she's trying to get Nicco, she's trying to translate it to Nicco, and it's not quite translated yet. Nicco ain't quite grasped it yet. But I think she's a really good coach. And, I like Nicco's gym. I like the gym overall because it's nothing flashy. It's nothing really flashy about that gym. The gym is just for people who they just want to train. And it's like they have a love for Nicco. It's almost like a mother-type daughter thing. Like they treat Nicco like a daughter. And they look out for Nicco. I noticed that they really do. They look out for Nicco. They've been there for Nicco. And they offer Nicco a lot of support because the girl been going through a lot of stuff. I'm going to tell y'all, Nicco been going through some hell. But they've been right there. And I respect them for that. And, if I even had athletes, man, I would sit them there because they would get attention. They would get a lot of attention. They would get, just people who are going to look out for their welfare. They're not there to make a bunch of money, They get paid for what they do, but they're not there for the money. You can feel that. And when, I hear Coach Von Sanchez talk, you can see like the love that she has for Nicco when she talk about it. That it's not just a coach athlete type thing. It's more of a mentor with her. So I really respect that part of them, And I'm gonna let you in on something else, as the video progresses. This fight basically is probably one of the biggest mismatches in MMA history, probably in UFC history. And the reason why I say that, guys, is not because I'm hating on Nicco. And I just need some of y'all to really get out of y'all feelings and listen to what I'm saying for a minute. I'm not hating on Nicco. It's not anything hating about it. It's just I understand facts, okay? That in the MMA game, there's a reason why amateurs don't fight pros, right? There's a reason why amateurs don't engage with pros because pros are pros and amateurs are amateurs. Who would you think would win a fight if a pro fought and an amateur fought? Like, there is levels to this. There's a reason why. See, Valentina, Priscilla Cachoeira was supposed to be a tune-up fight. Like, guys, Priscilla was supposed to be a freaking tune-up fight. A tune-up. Did you guys see what Valentina did to Priscilla? And, folks, I'm really being serious. I'm not even laughing, but this was a tune-up that got some experience. In fact, Priscilla got more experience than Nicco. I mean, literally, and we can talk about the caliber of competition. We can talk about that. But Priscilla was knocking chicks out. Smooth out. Priscilla was knocking them out. Bruh, Priscilla couldn't even do a tenth of what she could do to those other. She couldn't even do that to Valentina. She was nowhere even close. She was nowhere in the stratosphere. And now we present Nicco. See, it pissed me off a little bit how the UFC was trying to present this fight. Okay, like they were saying, well, Nicco, she worked her way up and won the tough tournament. She was an underdog. And it's like they were almost trying to put this show on like, hey, Nicco's another underdog. And you know what? Hey, the same thing will happen. See, there's only one thing. This is Valentina Shevchenko. This is not the tough show. Valentina has been in more blood wars than anybody on that show. Valentina, from the time that, even in her teenage years, this girl been fighting in blood wars. And guys, when you have a fighter that they participated in so many blood wars in the octagon and in a ring, listen, guys, Nicco Montano could probably get in here and get hurt. And I'm going to tell you who I blame. I don't blame Valentina. I don't blame Nicco's team. I don't blame her coaches. I blame the UFC. Because, guys, reality is Nicco Montano, Nicco might get seriously hurt. And this is the thing, man. I like Nicco, and I'm pissed that the UFC, they set this girl up. They should have never given Nicco a belt, and they know it, man. They should have never, ever given Nicco Montano a freaking belt. Why? Why give the girl a belt, man? Why give her a belt? And I'm not saying that she's not a person who deserves to be a champion because she did all that work in the tough tournament. I'm not saying that. Why give this girl a belt, man? This is so stupid. Because you introduced Valentina and Antonina Shevchenko into the division, okay? You introduced them into the division, okay? And now, guys, now you got Nicco's got this big target on her back. Huge target. But I don't even blame her, man. Even for her behavior, it's understandable because you're a cub. And you're going to get in there with the freaking tiger. Nicco finna get in there with a tiger. Folks, I need y'all to understand something very carefully. I need y'all to really, truly understand what's about to happen. If Nicco Montano get in here and get seriously hurt, I'm going to have a lot of beef with the UFC. And the reason why I'm going to have that kind of beef, because they set this girl up. They set this girl up, man. They should have never given this girl a belt. Never. Never. Because the repercussions could definitely be immeasurable, y'all. The repercussions of Nicco Montano having a belt that she didn't rightfully, they shouldn't have gave it to her, man. Because they knew that they were going to put all these killers in the division. They got Liz Carmouche. Liz Carmouche could beat Nicco. I think Liz Carmouche could actually beat Nicco Montano. I think Caitlin Chikugian could. I think Alexis Davis could. I think Jessica I could. Like, there's so many other people. And I'm not saying that because I think Nicco is garbage. I don't think Nicco is garbage, okay? It's an experience thing. It's an experience thing. Like, Valentina has been through a lot of blood wars. And when you look at a fighter and all they want to talk to you about, like Nicco was saying, well, you know, the experience is good. Valentina was like, I ain't looking for no experience. I'm coming, no. I don't want an experience. I'm finna win. When you got a fighter like that's how they talking. Valentina's a savage, man. This woman don't have emotion. Do y'all understand Valentina don't have emotion? Do you know, like, really, we were playing around, you know, when I was interviewing her. And as soon as I said, Valentina, you supposed to be perfect. How you mess my name up? She said, and then that smile turned from a smile into a cold stare. She said, when you watch me fight, you'll see perfection. And she said it like, you know, like she got offended, man, like almost offended that, you know, I said she couldn't do something perfect. This woman is hell-bent on perfection, man. Valentina Shevchenko is hell-bent on being perfect. And I'm just saying, bro, this fight is probably one of the biggest mismatches in UFC history. And this is not even for me to put down Nicco. It's the UFC fault for giving this damn girl a belt, man. They should have never done it, man. They should have never given Nicco a belt. And, you know, and it should have been for Nicco on protect. Look, the tough tournament, it's not the best of the best. This ain't the time when they had Randa Marcos and Felice Harrigan. This not the same time, man. This is a different era of fighter. This is a whole different era of fighter, man. This is a whole different era of fighter. These fighters are nowhere. They're not even those fighters. Like most of them fighters on the tough tournament from back in the day when Harrigan was on that show, they had years and years and decades of experience, man. Over a decade. Nicco Montano ain't got really a decade of experience, man. She's good at where she is now, but no, man. This girl, Nicco Montano, can go in here and get fit. Like Priscilla. Has anybody heard, I mean, really, has anybody heard anything else from Priscilla? Where's Priscilla Cachoeira? Where is she at, y'all? Do you know where she is? Does anybody know where Priscilla Cachoeira is? I don't think so. Like, we heard her name spoken a few times here and there. But Priscilla Cachoeira done dropped off and she took a beating. We ain't seen her since. And now you taking somebody who got a little less experience, in my opinion, than Priscilla. Folks, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? And this is the UFC's fault. It's all their fault. It's their fault. They're going to get this girl hurt, man. They're going to get this woman hurt. They're going to get her hurt. And I'm going to tell you something, man. The blood going to be on their hands. This is not a Nicco put down video, man. This actually, I'm being serious, okay? I'm being very serious. There are levels to this, man. There are levels to this. Man, look, the commission, they should have already known this ahead of time. Look, Don't give this girl a belt. This fight shouldn't even be allowed to happen. And that's just being real talk. And I know y'all gonna say, oh man, Valentina getting all these, Valentina get all these privileges. But it's funny how y'all ain't say that about Ronda Rousey when she can come back off a 2-year hiatus and get a fight versus Amanda Nunes for the title, right? But that's not a privilege, right? No, that can't be a privilege, right? Well, y'all don't want to talk about how Brock Lesnar can come back after doing all this dope, okay? Got his payday for cheating versus Mark Hunt. He got a big payday. Got that. Still able to come back after cheating again, okay? Y'all don't want to talk about that. No, but they persecute John Jones, though. Persecute John Jones. And John Jones is an idiot. John Jones ain't been able to come back. John Jones ain't been able to get no paper. Like, Brock Lesnar, they love Brock Lesnar. How was Brock able to get around all of them drug tests to come back? To fight Daniel Cormier? Because you know they going to fight. How? Isn't that something, man? Isn't that something? Everybody want to talk about privileges. How can Conor McGregor come back after throwing a dolly through a window, right? Nobody really want to talk about that, but we want to talk about Valentina. Oh, how she getting... Valentina, look, what is Valentina supposed to do? What is she really supposed to do? Like, do you think Valentina going to look at the offer and say, no, I don't want this offer because I'm not worthy for a title shot? Like, people, I got to start asking people these questions. Like, do y'all really think Valentina is going to say, well, no, I don't want a title shot? She's not going to say that. She's going to say, lace up them gloves and let me make some blood come out of Nicco's face. That's what Valentina is going to say. Folks, this is common sense, okay? Valentina is not going to come around. She's not going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to fight her because, I don't deserve this opportunity. She's not going to say that crap. Valentina's going to get in there and she's going to fight for the belt and she is going to go in here and you guys know the rest. You know what's going to happen to Nicco. I understand having faith in your fighter, man, but this is a mismatch. It's a mismatch. That's what this is. Whether you like it or don't like it, that's the truth of the matter. You got Valentina, a seasoned warrior. She's been in there in blood battles, y'all. And some of you guys, you've never been in a fight to understand how severe a blood battle is and to fight through a bloodbath. She's been in there fighting bloodbaths her whole career. And you think that this girl with little to no experience, folks, no. I tell you this today, no. It's not gonna happen. It's not, y'all. No, it's not gonna be some magical moment. Nicco has a weapon. She's got a body kick. That body kick is money. Nicco got heart. She won a tough tournament on heart. But you got to have a whole lot more than a body kick and heart to defeat Valentina. Valentina got heart, and Valentina is a killer. They asked Valentina, hey, would you fight Cyborg? This girl didn't even flinch, man. Most people, they got to start stuttering and all. Valentina ain't flinched. Valentina said, yeah, they present that fight. That is a good fight. I would fight. She's in a different weight class, but I fight. It's like, what? Are you serious? Folks, no. No, okay? Again, I like Nicco. I'm not hating on Nicco, but folks, I know it's about to go down. There are levels to this. There's severe levels to this, man. You got Valentina. She's the bigger fighter. Okay, she's fighting at her natural weight. Okay? This, folks, no. And I'm gonna end off with this. I'm gonna end off this video with this, okay? When you watch Nicco, when you watch her training, Coach Sanchez, it looked like, they're really doing a lot of defensive work with Nicco. And I don't think Coach Sanchez would ever tell Nicco that, hey, I don't think you can win. I think they'll tell her that, hey, this is a tough opponent. But I do see Coach Sanchez, and guys, you got to understand fighting what you're looking at. I think they know that Nicco is going to have her defenses ready. They're showing Nicco a lot of defenses in this camp. And I'm like, you know what? They're prepared for an offensive onslaught. And I think Coach Sanchez, they may be looking at this like, I got to protect my fighter. I think she can win, but I got to protect my fighter. Because Nicco going to have to make it through this to fight another day. Guys, we ain't seen Priscilla Cachoeira again, okay? Priscilla, where's she at? Where's she at? I ain't heard from Priscilla since she took that butt whooping. But you guys tell me what you think, man. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harris, and I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.